Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to jump on and do a little bit of a training about virtual parties. We are sitting here at December 4th, and there is still plenty of time, a good 10 days for people to be able to order off of our website on a party and have everything guaranteed delivery before the holidays. And actually, Hanukkah and Christmas both kind of line up this year. So a great time to engage friends and family and customers about getting last minute shopping done. So if you figure everybody's shopping online anyway, they might as well shop with you, right? Okay, I also know we have a lot of new consultants on our team right now. Some consultants that haven't even gotten their kit yet, they're waiting on their kit. But it is not too early to go ahead and set up a virtual event. Because with a virtual event, you're not necessarily cooking in front of anybody, so you don't necessarily need your tools yet, okay? So I want to challenge everybody in the Let's Go Back organization, the Keizer team, the Laker team, and the Keiki team to book a virtual party between now and the holidays. Really try to get one scheduled, even if you are the host, to be able to do that, okay? Now, I'm going to make it really easy. If you are a brand new consultant, I will help you with that first one, getting your posts and things scheduled, because I do have a scheduler. The thing that you need to remember about virtual parties is a lot of companies are doing them. So we need to kind of set ourselves apart from the ones that are out there. And if you think about it, ours relates to food. So we can share tips and recipes. We can share some gift giving ideas and sets and collections. So there's really a few main parts to every virtual party. Kind of the introduction. Some people will have never attended a virtual party of any kind. So there are some posts that I can share that explain kind of how this works. There are some consultants that do lots of games, just like there are consultants that do games at their parties. I don't normally do games at my parties, so I don't do a lot of games on my virtual events. However, at a party, I can engage people just by having conversations with them. So on virtual parties, sometimes games or asking questions for sure. We want to get the people that are out there in the virtual world engaging with us. So there's a couple of tips for that too. So anyway, so there's an introduction. There are some games or activities. We do want to share recipes and tips, but of course we also want to share products and sets and groupings and things like that. Just like at a live party, you also want to share about booking and recruiting, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm actually going to share an event that I set up for Bethany, who is one of our newest consultants. We are doing her grand opening party at her house on Sunday, but she has a friend that wants to do a virtual party. So Katie wanted to do a virtual party. So Bethany set up the event. So you're going to set up the event, and there's a couple of little tricks that I'm going to show you guys. And this is a lot of these little tricks to make things better. Comes from Charlotte Nagai, who does a lot of virtual parties. In fact, she really built her business on virtual parties. Now, if you notice what I'm doing here, I'm adding just some little fun music notes at the end of her event title. Why do I do that? First of all, you do want to have virtual or online party, so nobody's trying to look for your address or show up at your house. But the reason I do that is if I go over here to my events, okay, and you click on events, and you look at your list of events, look, little music notes. See how those kind of show up and they kind of set themselves apart a little bit? If you look at your calendar, you're going to notice the music notes, right? It's not just like every other event that's out there. Now, if you have another little font or a little character that you want to use, feel free to do that. But I just use the music notes. Now, you definitely want to have a time. Now, I will recommend, in this case, we're doing it on Thursday, and this is going to be a live feed party. There are a couple of different things you can do with virtual parties now. And by live feed is starting at 7 o'clock on Thursday. About every 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to have a post that's going to be scheduled, okay? And then in this case, I'm going to be at a party on Thursday evening, but Bethany will be on. Hey, Allie, it's Christy. How are ya? I'm glad you were able to join in. So I'm just talking about the actual event. So on the Facebook event, we put little characters, little music characters here. And we're talking about, like, for the location, I just type in right here on this page, and then it kind of comes up as you're doing that with it's usually pink, this little icon. I just click on that. So it says right here on this event. We want them to know that they're not going to a house. Now, with the live feed type of virtual party, we will have some posts, maybe 1 or 2 a day from now until Thursday. This particular party is going to happen on Thursday. And starting at 7 o'clock, every 3 or 4 minutes, there will be a post. And then Bethany, who is the new consultant that's going to be interacting on this party, and hopefully her host, Katie, they're going to both be interacting on this party starting about 5 or 10 till 7, and really trying to get her friends engaged. And so basically for an hour, she's going to be doing some posts, or there's going to be some things posting. These kind of things are going to be recipes. They're going to be products. They're going to be specials. They're going to be maybe a game here and there. There's going to be a post about bookings. There's going to be a post about recruiting. So just what this description says, join us basically right here on Facebook for a live party. We're going to be showing some fun gift sets and gift ideas, and then definitely everything will be back by Christmas, okay? So that's kind of how you're setting up the main feed. Now, I'm going to suggest that once the live posting starts at 7, that you change the end date to like the next day or 2. Or since it's the 8th, maybe change it to the 10th. So that way the event still shows up in their event feed, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now from here, I always make my first post the guest special. We want people to know, even from the beginning, that they can get a free gift when their order is $75 or more. And then this is our blog. So I want to let you guys know, and you may not. I'm going to stop this share. I'm going to kind of open up to something else. Hey, we got a couple of you. Good. Okay, if you have questions, feel free. I'm glad you're on mute because maybe looks like you're in the car. I see a seatbelt. Okay, so I'm going to share a screen here to show you our blog. So you may or may not realize that each one of us that has a Pampered Chef website has a blog. So let me show you where that is. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay, let me try again. Let me just delete that. Okay. So if you go to your own Facebook, which is the pamperedchef.com or .biz/ and then whatever you made it. This is your website. And I'm actually going to have Bethany update my blog that I posted on her event to be her website. So you can go to your website and you can click blog right here. And this is something fantastic that our home office does for us. So when I click on this is the 6 easy steps for Cookie Swap. If you guys notice right here, it says, it's going to my website. So if I post this on an event and they click on it, it's going to be linked to my website. So when I posted on Bethany's virtual party that she's going to use next week, I didn't use my website. I used the generic website because I didn't want it linking to my website since it wasn't my party. So hopefully that makes sense. But if you notice, there's this fun cookie swap one. If you go back to the blog, there's this 4 amazingly easy gingerbread recipes. So I'll be posting that in some of my events I have going on, or maybe on my business page, things like that. So does that make sense, you guys? I can't see all of you. Let me see. Make sense? Yeah. Okay. Thumbs up. Is that good? Okay. So just take advantage of trying to always have your link when you're posting in one of your events, or on your business page, or things like that, or even just on your own timeline. You know, this time of year, your friends are going to want some of these fun ideas and tips. And the nice thing about posting something like this on your regular wall, you're not trying to sell them anything. You're just sharing great tips and ideas with them. And then the genius thing about this is, if you look at these 6 steps to cookies, it's going to talk about, let's see, invite guests, get the chocolate drizzler. You know, they have little plugs in there. Oh, get the cookie press. You know, they have recipes for your friends, but then they're also, get the wine bottle opener, which that's kind of funny when, you know, cookie swap, but I guess you need wine for cookie swap. But so it links. So it's kind of a soft sell for your friends. You can post them like that. And even for a Facebook event or a virtual event. Okay, so let's get back to this. I don't know if you know about Evernote. Evernote is basically a virtual notebook system, kind of an online notebook system. And I have a virtual notebook called Virtual Parties. And this is my fall outline. Now, I will be updating my fall outline to really be specific on Christmas gifting. And when I do that, I will certainly share it on our team page. And I think both of you guys are relatively new, right? How many months have you been consultants? Like just started? Yeah? Just started? Okay. 2 days is what you said. Okay, because you haven't met everybody. And so this is fun. Well, I'm Christy. So, and I know Bethany, her in-laws are over this afternoon, so I told her I'd record this so she could see it too. But what I really want to encourage all of everybody to do, and I said this on our team page, so I want everybody to try to do a virtual party, even if you're the one hosting it this month. So this outline that I'm going to be sharing is going to basically be full of the gift sets that the company has offered, gift ideas and things like that. So let me show you some of these things. Do you guys have questions? This is all probably brand new to you guys since everything is kind of new, right? Yeah. Okay. So if you have questions, I mean, let me know. Raise your hand. I know are you driving or you're writing? I'm guessing you're writing. Writing. Okay, good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get, hopefully this will work. So you'll have to give me a thumbs up or how you can say it since you're not muted. I want to try to get over here. Hold on. The screen share is kind of funny because I have to get to the right page. So let me try to I wanted to basically just show you a bunch of pictures. Yeah, I need to clean out my computer here. Okay, so these are, can you guys see the pictures? Yes? You see pictures? Okay. So here's some of the things that I just want to show you that will be in my outline. Now there's a couple of things that you need to be aware of. I need to go back. So I mentioned there are several types of virtual events, and the one that Bethany's doing on Thursday evening is kind of like the 1 hour live feed. So that live feed means for an hour, she's going to be having things posting about every 3 or 4 minutes. There's a thing called Facebook jail. So if you post things too fast, it can be marked as spam, and then you can kind of be hung up. So we don't want to do that. So we have some tricks. So every 3 or 4 minutes, you post something. It's not every 3 minutes exactly. I do have a scheduler. So if any of you want to have me schedule posts for you, can do that. You just need to, and I will do that on one event per person just to keep my head straight. But you'll need to friend me on Facebook, and then you'll need to add me as a host on that event. But I will tell you, I won't really engage in that event. I will just be able to set up the live post, or the scheduled post basically, and it'll be up to you and your host to really interact and engage around those posts so it draws people in. Okay? So here are some of the things that I will be posting. And I'm just going to go through. Oh, shoot. Why is this not? I'm in La La Land here. Let me try to shut some things down.
Oh, while you're shutting those down, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Bree. I just started like 2 days ago, or
Hi,
actually I set up my account and everything yesterday.
Okay.
The guest special, like $75 or more, you get something free. Where do I find that post or whatever so I can share it on because I'm having a virtual party this week, my launch party that I started kind of yesterday. It's going to end next Sunday.
Okay.
So, and I've just kind of been winging it right now for the past
Good question. Days. Okay, let me show you that, because that will, I'm sure, help Hallie too. Is it Hallie or Haley? Okay, you're muted. I can't. Unmute, and then tell me how I pronounce.
Hallie.
Hallie. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Okay, so when you're on Consultants Corner, okay. Okay. So these tabs across the top are what I use most of the time. Okay, there are some quick links and stuff down below. PCU is right here, which that should become you guys' best friend as new consultants. I mean, I still use it a lot too. But some of the basic questions. Under here, this is what I use the most on here, is my contacts. Of course, my personal website if I want to go personalize something. Under my shows, you'll be here a lot because this is how you're going to set up shows. This is how you're going to find like cooking show resources, recipes, all that kind of fun stuff. Promotions and recognition. So this, Bree, is where you will find host specials, guest specials, sales promotions, like for us as consultants. So let's kind of walk through these. Like, so there's the host specials. And it'll have like usually several months. Ooh, I just see February. I don't know what February's is yet. Now, we don't want to jump ahead too much, but so for instance, for right now, you'll want to click on December and then go over here. There's a special flyer. Okay. Now the specials at a glance, when you're doing a live party, some people will print this off and put it in every catalog or give it to every customer. I do station style parties, so I might print this off and have it in like a sheet protector, or maybe print it off a couple of times and have a couple of them that I can pass around. So that's an option too. That's what that specials at a glance is. But the host special flyer is right here, and you can download it and save it as a PDF. Or if you have a snipping tool, like right down here, I don't know if you see that little snipping tool. If you guys have that, you can actually, I usually reduce the size a little bit so I can kind of take and snip it. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna be able to snip while maybe I can snip while you guys are on.
So since I'm the host, I would still want to share this one. If
you're the host? Yeah, because you know what, Bree? Maybe somebody would want to do a catalog party or a virtual party and take advantage of the special themselves. So yes, you can totally take advantage. Yeah, I would. Now, you also would want to share the January special for hosts, right? Because you definitely want upcoming parties booked from your party. December's a little odd duck in the sense that, we do have this holiday, and a lot of times, especially in direct sales, people kind of take the month of December off, which you should never do. I mean, no other company or corporation ever takes the whole month off, right? Or like, you don't take your birthday month off. If you have a birthday, nowhere else I've ever worked have I taken my, the whole month of January off because it's my birthday. So definitely you're going to want to have pictures of these too. Now, the guest specials works the same way. You just go down here under guest specials, click on the month you need, and then you have a guest specials flyer that you can snip and you can make pictures out of. Now, when I share my outline with you, it will be on Evernote, and it'll look similar to this. Can you see this Evernote now? Okay.
So I don't know how to get to that.
To Evernote?
Are you going to share it on our
I will. Like
group page? And then
I will. And this is a fall party that I did, and I can share this link, but I'm going to kind of update and make one that's specific for this month. That's going to have the January post bonus. It's going to have the December special. That's going to have the specific pictures that I was trying to share here.
That'd be wonderful.
So I will. And then what you'll do to see it, you'll be able to click on the link that I share, and you'll be able to see this stuff. Now, what you might want to do if you don't have Evernote is you might want to take them and just click on this, photo gallery, so you can, right click and save the image as, and just save it to your computer. And then if you wanted to create an outline, you could create an outline on in a Word document. Now, the nice thing about Evernote is it is an app, so I can access it on my phone. I can access it on my iPad. I can access it when I'm riding in a car across Kansas, to get home. As opposed to a Word document that you need to have your, laptop with you or whatever. There is a free version of Evernote. It doesn't have a ton of space, so you wouldn't be able to save a lot of outlines, to it, but you'd probably be able to save at least one. But you can do the same idea with a Word document, because you'll just kind of copy and paste the verbiage. Because basically, in essence, when I set up a party, I'm going to copy and paste this, and this is going to be my title of the event, and I'll just change the host's name right here, right? Now, I set up a Facebook event for live parties and virtual parties, so the wording will be a little bit different, but it'll also kind of be similar. You'll have your host link for her party. You'll want to make sure you're kind of, hey, click going so you don't miss anything, interact. Now, with the drawing, I usually do some kind of giveaway at my party. And the giveaways don't have to be huge. They can be a hand scraper. You can get a set of Twixit clips. Sometimes you can get some on the outlet that are older colors, but you can give a couple Twixit clips away. They don't have to be huge things. The Season's Best are another thing. They're easy to mail. But most of my games throughout the virtual events, they're earning extra entries into the final drawing, so I'm not like giving away like a bunch of different prizes, even though I might do a couple different games. The winners of the games just get 5 extra entries or whatever. And my entries are usually just like I write their name down and write some little tabs next to their name. It's not real scientific, but I just kind of keep track of how interactive they are. Okay. So this is kind of one of those posts that you make at the beginning. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and make this post. Let me copy it here. Whoop. It's so easy to attend. Oh, shoot. Why am I not able to grab it? Okay, so I'm going to copy this. And I don't think you'll be able to see Katie's. I'm on the Facebook event now. Can you guys see that? Okay. That sometimes this, hold on one second. I'll kind of stop share. I have to kind of go to my other screen since it's on 2 different. So
since I'm new, I don't really have any giveaways yet, I don't think, right?
Right, and you won't, but here's what you can do. Because of how your parties, when they order online, their orders aren't, when they order on a party link, I should say, it's not going to like send their order off until you submit the party. So if the winner, when you pick the winner's name, you can always just add that little $2 Season's Best to their order. You could add on the citrus peeler, which is $1.25. If you think about it, even a $2 gift like that cookbook, it's going toward commissionable sales. So you're getting, it's going toward your monthly sales. It's also, so it's not costing you as much because you're getting commission back on it. So even if, so basically it's costing you $1.80, if you, or no, $1.60, if you're just getting the 20%. But you may or not realize, with each dollar that you're selling in a month, if you submit $750 in sales in a month, you're getting 22%. If you submit $1250 in a month, you're getting 23%. So your commission rate increases. So you guys may not have realized that, which as a new consultant, there's so much, okay. So basically what I'm doing here, this is just going to be that, like, hey, here's how this is going to work. And this is going very slow, so I apologize. So I thought this was going to be a good idea where I could show you guys back and forth. But what I may do is just go back to the pictures and see if I can't. Oh, shoot. All right. Sorry, girls. See, you have to be perfect at this. I've even done this before and it doesn't look like it, does it? Here we go. That's what I'm looking at. The other thing is just like, you might say, to like maybe a host to a live party, you might say, hey, encourage your guests to bring a friend. You can do the same thing here. And you can take and add, and these pictures will be in the event that I give you. I'm also going to show you, there is a group on Facebook. I know Amanda, our newest director on our team, she does a lot of Facebook parties and has had a lot of success. She fast-tracked to director, so she's only been a consultant for a few months, and she's a director. She probably is some of your directors. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about our family tree on Monday, too. And so you guys, if you can't be here in person, I know Hallie's almost to Colorado, so definitely join us on the virtual link. So go ahead. Invite some friends to join us. Okay. So you're going to post something like this too. And when you're doing the 1 hour live feed, these are probably the only posts that I'm going to make today. Okay. And then I will have some things that'll schedule out, maybe 1 or 2 posts on Monday, 1 or 2 posts on Tuesday. And then there'll be more like that. Boom, 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 posts on Thursday evening, okay? Now, questions about that. Questions about how, have you guys attended a Pampered Chef or any kind of virtual party before?
Yeah.
You have it? What party?
Joellen. Yep.
Oh, Joellen. So you were able to see a Pampered Chef one. And she do a live feed. Doesn't she do the hour live feed ones?
Yep.
Okay.
And so do you use like Post My Party, or what do you use to?
Okay, that is a great question. So here's the thing. My ScentShare subscription runs out in April, and I think I'm moving to Post My Party. So if you guys are looking to get a scheduler, from what I'm hearing, Post My Party is really sweet in that you can just totally share a template where, like I said, when you make me the host of your party, I can schedule your events in using ScentShare, but it's not like I can say, oh, here's my ScentShare outline.
Okay.
Oh, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw your face and I thought, okay, she saw it first. So does that make sense? And I don't know, Bree, have you heard anything about schedulers? Have you attended any virtual parties before? Okay. So the other thing, there are some virtual parties. So my friend Charlotte, that has grown a huge business, executive director in like 3 years. It's crazy. But she does like a 10-day party where she just posts maybe 3 or 4 times a day for like 10 days. Now, it works for her. And if you think it would work for you, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying for me, my attention span isn't that long, to be honest. And I feel like I would rather really sit down, like interact with them, like right now, like for this hour or whatever. The other thing that I've been doing that I really like is like Facebook Live, because you can do little snippets. Like maybe, I mean, I do this on my regular wall sometimes. If I'm doing something at home, I'm like, this is kind of a cool tool. I may not bring this to my parties. I'm just gonna, I mean, a lot of times I have like a hat on and like yoga pants and stuff because it's benefit of working from home. You know, you don't have to wash your hair every day. But that kind of is fun and interactive. And then it helps you build a connection with the people that are watching you, right? And I'll tell you what, they will buy something in spite of you, but they book a party or they join your team because of you. And you guys are new consultants. You get that. I mean, you probably sat there. I'm sure you've never met Joellen face to face, right? But she's kind of fun. Have you met her? Do you know her from school? Okay, so you know Joellen. All right. So, but to be honest, a lot of people, like, you know, if you're doing a virtual event, the nice thing about it is your host can invite anybody in the United States because we can ship anywhere, right? So a lot of times the people that are booking parties from you virtually or the people that are joining your team virtually don't know you. They, you know, so I think that's why Facebook Live, even if you did like a little introduction on Facebook Live, that took like 5 minutes. Hey everyone, it's Christy with Pampered Chef. I'm so excited to be working with Hallie on this fun Pampered Chef party. And you can be sitting here joining us from the comfort of your own home. I just want to let you know a little bit about myself and what to expect. I've been with Pampered Chef. This is my 23rd anniversary month. Crazy. I was 10 when I started. But so you see what I'm saying? You're kind of doing that little, hey, I'm going to introduce myself just like you would at a live party, but short and sweet. So I think we lost her. She's traveling through Kansas at this point. So the idea is you're introducing yourself. And then maybe if you're doing the live feed at 7 o'clock on Thursday, maybe on Wednesday, you're like, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait till our party. But I wanted to show you this fun tool that I'm using here at my house today. So you can do like a fun little thing. And I do have a little tripod for my phone. I got it at Walmart for like $14 or something, $13.88 or $14.88. I know you can get them on Amazon. Don't spend a ton of money because you don't need to. I kind of have to go in my kitchen and kind of use books to kind of get to the right height that I need. But, you could easily do like a 15-minute little demo. I also have heard of some people doing Zoom like this. Now, I have not personally done it, but I think maybe after the first of the year, that might be a fun thing. And the reason is because it's very interactive. I mean, Facebook Live, people can comment on questions, but if you go back to look later, you can't really tell what they're replying to if they make a comment like later. What was I doing that she thought it was so funny or whatever, So does that make sense? So there's so many options, but the main thing that we need to remember is host coaching, which is telling your host, hey, listen, when I post even before the party date and you get a notification, definitely comment. If there's a product that you think of a couple of your friends, be sure and tag them in it, really ask questions. You might even want to share some of the posts with your host and ask her to post them. So for instance, maybe one of the pictures, and let me try to screen share this again. I was hoping that I would be able just to kind of screen share these pictures and put them up for you. Like some of them, I don't know why this isn't just opening. Maybe it is. It's thinking. I'm not very patient. Mallie, you might learn this quick. I wonder. Okay, what I may do, basically that one that just says, you don't cook, but do you eat? Is what it says in the middle. And then it has all these fun little products like the micro cooker, the jar opener, the apple wedger, the silicone lids, things that even people that don't cook or may not be gourmet cook will use, right? There are some fun ones. Like this is a fun little one that says the best way to spread Christmas cheer is gift Pampered Chef this year. It's got Elf on there. It's just really cute. And that's kind of a fun break the ice kind of post in a pre-post, kind of way. Then some of these here are like, this is a cute one with Santa, has a fun little brownie pan and a little mini nylon spatula. So these are things that you're going to be posting. On the outline too, you'll also see I will post some videos. Maybe, hey, here's one of our new fall products. Maybe it's the decorating bag set. And I'm going to post the little video that the home office has given us so they can see some of those tools in action. So on the outline that I do, and if you want me to live post or if you want me to schedule a post for you, I can do that. Now, do you have a Post My Party or a ScentShare, Holly? I know, oh, you're on mute, so, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay, one more time, sorry.
No, that's okay. Do you have a post? I mean, you're going to ask a question about the Post My Party. So is that what Joellen has, or does she have ScentShare?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
That's what I was trying to figure out, which one was kind of better. And
are you on the virtual group on Facebook? Okay. I can add you to that.
Okay.
It can be overwhelming, and maybe I'll add that to you. Maybe I'll add you to that like next year. It just can be kind of overwhelming because there's a lot of information. It's fantastic information. I'm so thankful that they share. But as a new consultant, sometimes just smaller doses is better because it can be overwhelming. But in fact, some of these pictures came from that page. But the thing is that there are a variety of pictures. Like these are some of our sets that are only available during the month of December now. And they were available like October through December. Some of these are just like, this is holiday baking ideas. It has a variety of different baking ideas. This one here is called Help Your Host. So it's kind of some fun little enticements for people to book a show. This little post here with the aprons is a recruiting bit. And Joellen probably had something similar to that on the party that you did, because you want people to ask questions about your business. So you can answer the questions, and it might be somebody that didn't even ask questions that might be the one that's interested in the business. So you just need to not forget to do booking and recruiting posts on your virtual parties. The other thing too, like this one is a little white chocolate cocoa mix recipe. And then you can feed that, you can kind of pair that with the prep bowls. Like in this picture, you can't really see it now. There's a little prep bowl, there's a small batter bowl that has that layer, has that little mix already done in it. So it's a fun gift idea. So those are things that we'll be using. So on the event, or the little outline that I'm going to share, it's going to have a combination. It's going to mostly be geared toward gift giving and holiday baking and things like that. I will share tips like that gingerbread post we saw on the blog. I'm probably going to share that too. And then when I put it on the ScentShare for other people's events, it will not have my website on there, but I would encourage you guys to go in and even update it, by going to your website, because you'd be able to update that post where you could see it. And that would definitely be one of those pre-party posts, because anytime you can get people going to your website before the party begins, they can kind of start making their wish list, They kind of can start making like, oh, I want that, or I need that, because those blogs really kind of help engage them by giving them ideas to use our products for. Make sense? Okay. Talk about recipes and tips, talk about games. Now the game, I don't know if you saw that, but the game that they did like a family feud, which I thought was really cute. So this right here was the top 100 people surveyed for their favorite holiday cookie. So you post this picture of just the top 6 answers, and then people comment, and then after several people have commented, maybe even after the party or whatever, you can post the answer picture that shows, how many points they got or whatever, and they can add it up. So that's something that's engaging. And again, I just give extra entries into the drawing. So I'm usually only giving away something like, a season's best or something. And then you can add that onto their order, like we mentioned. Or we have the opportunity on the supply order where we can order like some past season's best where they're less expensive. But I always say they're priceless because they can't get them anymore. And then when you when you send out the season's best, actually I do, right here. when you send out the season's best, I have a season's best cookbook in here. You can see in the back. But I also have one of these Life Tastes Great business brochures in here as well. You can also put like the January post bonus, you know, because you're like, hey, I got some openings in January. So that just puts in somebody's hands. Oh my gosh, look at all these kits. Oh, that's $1,000 worth of product for $249. You know, so that's going to help them as well. Make sense? Okay. All right. The fruit is in the follow-up, and that's really same as true with a live party. A live party is a little different because obviously you're interacting with people and are able to do a full service checkout. The most successful virtual consultants also do full service checkouts, and it may not be that night, but it might be in the form of a, it could be a message that night. It could be in the form of a phone call or message the next morning. Hey, oh my gosh, you were so excited about these products. Have you thought about doing something like this? Start with that question about how joining your business, because if they say, oh no, I've never thought about doing anything like this, say, really, you seem to have so much fun. We should book a party, invite your friends over, or do a virtual party for you so you can fill your kitchen. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of easier to say yes to hosting a party if they weren't ready to say yes to the business. But then once they host the party and see how easy it is from that perspective, then they might be willing to join the team. Make sense? Okay. All right. So fruits in the follow-up, and you can follow up, like I said, via texting, messaging, phone, just the idea. And sometimes it might be messaging. I'm saying, hey, do you have a couple seconds? I just want to call you for 2 minutes, you know, to get that going. Or you have a little one. So, oh my gosh, when my kids were little, we didn't have the option to just text somebody, you know, but you can have good conversations through message and texting. So however is best for you and what works best for them. So just keep that in mind. Okay. That's all of the things that I had on my list. I want to make sure I covered. Does it make sense to you, Hallie, or are there questions that you have that you're like, ah?
No, that's perfect. The only thing is there a place where all those pictures are available for me to?
Yes, there will be. I'm going to, in fact, what I'm going to do right now is like I said, that one Facebook list, or that Facebook group has a ton of pictures, but it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to kind of sit here right now when we stop this, and I'm going to put together an outline, and I'll share it on our team page. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording real quick. So for those that weren't able to join us, you can watch.